YouTube. Your boy is back once again with another dating and relationships video. Okay, so the subject today is 5 reasons why a female loses interest in you. Now, I'm going to do this wide scale. When I say wide scale, it means I'm going to talk about, seeing a female all the way to being in a deep relationship or even marriage. Yeah. So this is relevant to those of you who are just seeing girls or maybe have a rotation of girls, right? And this is for you guys also, always also in a relationship, because obviously women in a relationship will lose interest no matter how long you've been with them. Yeah, it can happen at any time. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you 5 reasons. Yeah, now reason number 1 is gonna be a bit of a surprise for some of you, right? And I'm gonna leave the best to last, because reason number 5, yeah, is what some of you guys really need to hear. So reason number 1 is going to be a little surprise. And reason number 5, wait for it to the end, is going to be what some of you guys really need to hear. But let's get into number 1. The reason why some females get bored of you. Now, if you've been watching these kind of videos, and some of the red pill dating coaches out there, yeah, you might think, you sure? The reason why some females lose interest is because you don't see them enough. Now wait, because yeah, red pill dating coaches will tell you, keep them wondering, keep them guessing. Don't see them too often. Yeah, you're doing the reverse psychology on them. Some men are naturally like that, but some men, you have to use tactics. Yeah. So some of you men are naturally like this. Some of you men are using tactics. You're not seeing the woman too often, and then it builds their interest more. But it doesn't work all the time. It doesn't work all the time. Right? Sometimes it doesn't work because the woman hasn't got high enough interest in you in the first place. But also sometimes it doesn't work because women are not going to be putting up with the same thing all the time. Now, to authenticate what I am saying, I'm going to use a personal example again. Right? I was seeing a girl regular. I was seeing this girl regular, pretty much daily. And then I kind of ended it, but I didn't end it properly. So because the female had a high level of interest in me, I sort of kept her there, but was hardly seeing her. Went from pretty much daily to monthly, I swear. But she would still see me and she would still sex me because of the high level of attraction she had for me. But then eventually she just said, I'm not doing this no more because you don't see me enough. Yeah. And I'm sure if I think that I've had similar situations as well. So even if a woman has a high level of interest in you, yeah, if you're not seeing her enough, she's going to be like, what's the point? Eventually. Or it might be straight away because she didn't have that high level of interest anyway. So you might be there trying to, use some tactics. Okay, let me not see her as often. Let me not call her as often. And she could be like, forget this guy. Or she might have read one of them women's books about how to play men. Yeah. Or some female empowerment thing. So she might even be interested in you. But she might be, reading one of them kind of books or watching one of them kind of videos telling women, no, play hard to get. And you're trying to play hard to get, it's going to collapse. So reason number one. So yeah, you will hear red pill coaches telling you, yeah, make yourself unavailable. Don't call her first, whatever. But sometimes you're going to think, what? Or you might have it might help build her interest, but after a while, it fizzles out. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why a female's going to lose interest. You don't see them enough. Yeah. It's not going to be all women. Yeah. The tactics that some red pill coaches teach are going to work, but not all the time. And you need to understand that. Yeah. Right. Okay. So the second reason, and remember, I'm talking about from early dating right down to you're married to the woman or you're in a long-term relationship. So the second reason why a female could lose attraction, lose interest, sorry. And there may be many more reasons than these 5 reasons I'm giving you, but these are the main ones. Reason number 2, right? Your appearance has changed since when she first met you. Now, again, I could be talking about someone that you've been seeing for 6 weeks or someone that you've been with for 6 years. But your appearance has changed. Yeah, your appearance has changed. So, yeah, I'm not just talking about like, okay, you might not be grooming yourself as well, like your whole dress style, the way you look. That's not the guy she was attracted to. That's not the guy that was like, wow, woo, look at him. You might have been some gym goer. Yeah, you might have sprinted every morning, lean and trim. Now you're seeing this girl regular. The girl's very into you. Or you might have got into a relationship. You might even be living with her. Now you start to slip. So all that weightlifting and jogging that you was doing, it's stopped. Now your body's looking different. You're not the same guy. Then her attraction level starts to drop, which then means she starts to lose interest. Reason number 3. Now, it's kind of the same thing, but it's not about how you look. It's about your ways. Your ways. What do I mean when I say your ways? How you act around her. Yeah? She could have seen you as some very masculine guy when she met you. Yeah? Okay? And now, like, you're just this guy that your attitude is just like, oh yeah, let's chill. I want to watch the football. Okay, we can watch a film later. You're not exciting anymore. And also your attitude. So you could have been a really polite guy to her. Not blue pill, beta male polite, but just a respectable guy in it. But now you're arguing with her regular. And you're starting the arguments. Obviously, females normally start the arguments, but you're starting the arguments. Or you're starting to get jealous about certain things, like when she's out with workmates or whatever. So it's your ways. So you've changed your ways, yeah? You're not the same. You don't act the same around her. In certain situations, you might not be as confident as you once seemed that you were. Because you might have been, using some tactics to try and make her think that you were someone that you're not. And then after a while, she starts seeing the cracks. Yeah? And it might be something else is going on in your life outside of a relationship, which is making you depressed. Maybe you've lost your job, or you got demoted in your job, or a family member is sick, or, your housing situation's changed. So your mood is changing, you're down. Yeah? Genuine things. But that makes you less attracted to her. Yes, a woman should stand by your side through thick and thin. But here, I'm talking about the real world. Oh, you know, you're down, I'm not saying no woman's going to stand by your side, but I'm saying be prepared for the real world, innit? You change your ways, maybe because you're not making an effort about certain things in life. Or as I said, it could be something out of your control, something's happening in your life that's changed in your life, and you're not too much of a happy person at the moment. You're still into her, you still see her as much, but you're down, and some women are gonna see you differently and say, I'm not really feeling this guy no more. Trust me, I know of a relationship, yeah. I know not a relationship that I was in, but a relationship of two people that I know, yeah. The girl was so into the guy. The guy was going through some personal issues, like real personal issues. And the girl tried to leave the guy when he's going through all that. When he's going through all that, make his mental state worse. Some women will do that. Yeah? So, number 3 is about your ways. So you change your ways, maybe because you're getting lazy, you're getting comfortable in a relationship or whatever, or you just, whatever's changed about you. Yeah? Women should stick to their man. But, you might not be in a relationship. She might just think, yeah, this guy has changed his ways. Now, number 4, again, it's along the same lines as 2 and 3. Number 4 is you have become boring. So it's similar along the line to changing, like you've changed your ways, but not so much attitude, but you've become boring. How? So maybe the sex isn't the same. You've stopped doing that impromptu sex. You stopped doing certain positions. It's less exciting. Like, the sex isn't as regular. You're not initiating sex as much anymore. But it's not just about sex. You could be boring in other ways. Like, so you might be dating a girl. The dates have become more boring. Or, she's a really social person and she met you in a social setting, yeah? And she's used to being you being very social. And for whatever reason, that has changed. Or maybe your hobbies are not aligned. Maybe when you first met her, you was trying to dance to her tune and do everything that she wanted to do. And then when she started seeing the real you, she realized this is a boring guy. And listen, a lot of these things are subconscious as well. So she might not realize why she's losing interest. A lot of times she will know, but not all the time a female would know why she's losing interest. She's just losing interest. Okay? Right, now let's go to number 5. I would say one of the most important ones. When I say important, I think it's something that guys really need to take in, because the other ones are kind of obvious. If if a girl fancies you and you change your appearance to make your appearance worse in her eyes, yeah, that's kind of clear cut. She might lose attraction in you, which means she's going to lose her level of interest is going to be lowered. Same as if you change your way, same as if you become boring. But number 5, right, I'm going to say is needs. Now, needs has got a few things under it, okay? So, listen up. Listen, stay with me, yeah? So, when I say needs, I mean financial and emotional. So, let's say, for example, yeah, you're out dating different girls. You meet this hot chick. 9 out of 10. She knows that you've been dating other girls or whatever. Yeah? You're excited to her. Now, either she realizes that you're not dating other girls anymore, or she realizes that the girls that you're dating is not as hot as her. And then you start becoming clingy. So when I say needs, you're almost like, I need to hold on to this girl because she's the best one, or she's the best I've got. Now, once she realizes this, because women like to date someone that they feel is higher than them, yeah? Because society tells us that women are the prize. No, women want to bag the prize. And I've said this before. Women want to bag the prize. Women wants, women wants to, a woman wants to, when I say bag a prize, taller than her, earn more money than her, bigger social status than her, more perceived as more fun than her. Like, if she is a 9 out of 10, she wants him to be a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10 girl I want, or 9 out of 10 guy? And obviously beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and different people are going to have, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and different people are going to have different perceptions of who's a 9, who's a 10, whatever. But in general terms, a 9 out of 10 woman ain't going to want a 9 out of 10 guy. She wants a 10 out of 10 guy. A 6 out of 10 female will take a 9 out of 10 guy. Generally. Obviously, there are different things like, some women might be more focused. I've said all this before, but some women might be more focused on the money. There might be, say for example, a black guy that is 10 out of 10 to most women, but this particular white female or Asian female is just not into black guys at all, so she might not find them attractive. So there's obviously different variations there, but generally women want to date what they see as generally hotter than them. Yeah. So now she's realized that you're not dating other girls, or the other girls that you're dating are like 5, 6 out of 10. So that automatically in her mind will look at you. She'll look at you again and think, he's not as hot as, and it's your needy ways, or her seeing the females that you're really dating other than her. Wow. Like, girls talk and all that. Okay, he sexed Charmaine and Layla. Them. And then in her mind it's like, what am I doing with this guy? Yeah. And she can see you're being more needy as well. Yeah. So it's the needs, right? And when I say emotionally and financially as well, when I say financially, so let's say, for example, you move in with a female. You're dating each other. You're kind of boyfriend and girlfriend now. You're kind of exclusive, and you got your own place, renting some you're paying some big rent in some place that you can hardly afford, or you're still living at your parents' house, or you're sofa surfing at your friend's house. And then, let's just say she's a single mom, for example. She's got a council house or housing association house where she's paying cheap rent, and it makes financial sense, consciously or subconsciously, for you to move into her house. But you're together, so it seems all rosy and dandy at the beginning. And so now time goes by, you're not saving money. Like, it's her house, in it, or flat or whatever. Like, everything's in her name. Like, and then when you're in a relationship for a while, you start bickering and arguing, and like, for example, it's like, might be Saturday afternoon, you might have your feet up on the couch, you might have, say, come back in from the shop and you've forgotten to take off your shoes, and she might say things like, take your feet off my couch. Or you might slam the door. Why are you slamming my door? And all of a sudden it's like, she's got to you. The reality is, you're in her house. She runs things. She can kick you out at any time. Now, when you guys are arguing and that, so now, if you ain't performing in other areas, like giving her the best sex, doing other things that is complementing the relationship in her eyes, yeah, she starts to think, this guy, like, and then when she says things like, oh, why do you always finish the biscuits in my cupboard so quickly? Don't put up your feet on my couch. Don't, well, when you're wearing your shoes or whatever, don't slam my door. And when she's hearing herself subconsciously saying that, it's like, this guy's in my house doing my, and then in her subconscious mind, he needs me. He could barely afford the rent when he was renting that flat. Or before he moved in there, he was living with his mum. He needs me. She might not be thinking at the forefront of her mind, but in the back of her mind, he needs me. So then, you are needy. No, women should rely on men. Yeah? Generally, men supposed to protect the woman. It's the same thing like animals. But now, you need her. You automatically become less desirable. Yeah? So I've done videos about what you should do before moving in with a woman and if you should move in with a woman. I've done all these videos. And if you've subscribed to my channel for a while, you will know about this. Yeah? So number 5 is the needs. You being needy, financially and emotionally. So when I say financially, it's not clear cut. Yeah, there are some guys who need to take money off their girlfriend. So clear cut financial, like money in the hand to go and do something. Yeah, there's that. But there's also like other things, like, for example, you living in her house. So it might not be a clear cut financial thing, but like you might even argue with the girl and you might even be thinking, I want to leave this girl, but you can't. And you might argue and storm out of the house, but you're coming back there because all your clothes are there. And where are you going to go and live? And I don't want to digress, but that point I just said, that's why you need to have your life together before you do any of those messy things like move into a female's house. Because I'm not saying don't do it. Other YouTubers might say, clear cut, don't do these things, innit? Yeah. I know life is not black and white. So I'm not saying don't move in with a female. But I'm saying be ready. And I'm not going to go into detail because I have done on different videos, but you know what I'm saying? But financially and emotionally, you might be, as they say, punching above your weight. Yeah? You might think that, but you can't act like that. You shouldn't think that. Yeah? You should be in a position where you're so confident in yourself. You should be doing things to make you be super confident in yourself. So you shouldn't think that. But let's say you do think that. Let's say you do think I'm punching above my weight. Wow, I'm lucky. I don't normally get girls like this. The boobs and the arse are perfect. And the face is so pretty. Oh my God, and she's sexy as well. You can't let her know that you feel like that. And it's not just, I'm not saying, oh, don't tell her. Of course you're not going to tell her. But your actions as well. Yeah? So, because we can all front at the beginning. Yeah? Normally, like, so some guys as well, even the girls that are not 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Some guys, they get a girl and they get more into her. And then the woman's level of attraction, sometimes it starts there and then it declines. But a man gets more into a girl. And then when she leaves him, he's heartbroken. Yeah? Obviously, if a man leaves a woman, she's heartbroken as well. But listen, the needs, yeah? That's number 5, the needs. That is what is going to make some woman lose interest. Because she feels that you need her. You ain't dating any other girls like her. You're not used to girls like her. Or you might be with her. She might be your girlfriend. You might live in her house. And consciously or subconsciously, she knows you don't have the financial power to leave today and you are all right. You have got money saved to rent a flat today. Okay? Obviously you're not going to be able to rent a flat straight away. You might have to sleep on your friend or your mum's couch for the next 4, 5, 7 days, 10 days while you're sorting out, another place to stay. But you're staying on their couch for 7 to 10 days, not because you're broke, because it's just a process to get a new flat. But you can move out to, you know what you don't want to be with me, gone. You can be gone. Some men can't do that. Some men can't do that. Some men can't do that. You get me? So you can't be needy. This goes for dating and relationships, right? So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, because as I keep saying, I've got plenty more videos to come. And I will be having guests on the show. So hold tight for that. In the meantime, be safe in these COVID times and watch out for the next dating and relationships video.